Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this time around we're going to be installing an oil pump on the big block Chevy. So that means that we're going to need to set the pickup to oil pan depth, and then we're also going to need to install the pickup tube into the pump itself. Before we get started on that, do me a huge favor. Be sure to like and subscribe. That'll really help me out, and it will keep you notified when we put new videos up here on the channel. If you haven't seen the video on making your own pickup tube installation tool, be sure to check that out. Right now I just have the oil pump, what I would consider dry fitted at this point. I don't have the oil pump shaft installed, I don't have the bolt torqued down, and I don't have the pickup screen installed yet. So really what I'm trying to do here is just get everything where it should be for some test fitment. So eventually all of this will come back off, and I will install or drive the pump screen tube into the oil pump bore. But right now what I want to do is I want to keep everything loose so that I can do some test fitment. I want to get this oil pump screen to oil pan clearance set right, and what I'll do is I'll just make a little bit of a mark across here, and then I will drive it in, trying to keep those marks as close as possible, and then I'll be able to do a final adjustment at the end to make sure that I've got that clearance the right way. The clearance between the oil pump pickup and the bottom of the oil pan should be about 3/8 to 1/2 inch. So to get that set correctly, what you'll want to do is take two different measurements. One is going to be the distance between the bottom of the pickup itself and the oil pan mating surface. The other measurement is going to be the depth of the oil pan. When I measure the depth of the oil pan, I always include the gasket because that thickness will factor into the overall clearance of the pickup. So I'll just lay a straight edge across the oil pan. I will take a measurement, typically from the center of the pan. It seems like the pickup is centered on the block somewhat. I mean, it's not perfectly centered, but I usually just go to the center. And from here, I will take the measurement and write that down. And then what I will do is I will go over and take a measurement between the mating surface of the oil for the oil pan and the pickup and get that measurement. And then from there, we can determine the difference between the two measurements and make adjustments so that we get within that 3/8 to 1/2 inch range. So once I have the pickup tube positioned where I want it based on my initial clearance measurements, I'll just put a little line here, just a reference line here with the pickup tube and the pump itself. So that way when I actually drive the pickup tube into the pump, I can get it as close as possible to this position. And then what I'll be able to do is take some final measurements and get that pickup tube exactly where we need it in terms of the clearance to the bottom of the oil pan. You'll have a little bit of ability to move this pickup tube once it's driven in. And then once I have it exactly where I want it, I'll just come in and I'll lay down a couple of beads of weld to hold it into place. And then we'll be ready to install it. Okay, so now that I've got the oil pickup tube driven into the pump and I've got the pump just dry fitted up in the block again, and what I'm going to do now is just take some final measurements to make sure that I've got that 3/8 to 1/2 inch clearance between the pump screen or the pickup here and the bottom of the oil pan. My oil pan depth is 8 1/16 of an inch, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to adjust this pickup here to about 7 5/8 of an inch from the oil pan mating surface here. So 7 5/8 to the pickup itself minus the 8 1/16 of an inch depth of the oil pan should net me a clearance of right around 7/16 of an inch. Okay, so there we have it. I've got the oil pump pickup tube installed into the oil pump housing now, and as you can see, I've laid down a little bit of weld bead here at the base just to make sure that it doesn't vibrate loose over time. I don't expect that it would vibrate loose and come out of the housing, but it could certainly get loose and start to rotate, and that's what I don't want. I don't want the pickup tube to start rotating and then screw up that clearance to the oil pan. So I just, like I said, I just put a little bit of weld down at the base of the pickup tube. It doesn't have to be pretty at this point. It just has to be functional. So that's typically how I go about it. You know, since we're talking about welding, you'll notice that I didn't weld on the top half of the pickup tube, or the half that is close to the spring here. So, you know, some people will take this spring out, they'll drive that pin out and they'll take the spring out just so that it doesn't get hot and distorted. And that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. What I typically do, and you may have seen this in the video when I was welding, is I usually get a rag really cold with some water, and then I'll lay it over this spring in this particular area just to dissipate any of the heat. So I really work on keeping the heat from getting to this oil pump spring. And like I said, I usually just weld the bottom half rather than the top half. So next step here is I'll go ahead and put it back into the block. I'm not going to torque it down, but I will get it snug down. And I just want to make one last check of my clearances. Once I'm happy with that, it'll be ready to install and torque, and we'll be done with it. Okay, so now that I've got the oil pump pickup installed and I've made all of my final checks on the pickup to oil pan clearances, it's time to go ahead and get this thing installed. So one of the things that you'll want to be sure you do if you haven't already is you just want to make sure that you have a good fitment here over these dowels or these pins. And I've had this oil pump on and off a number of times, so I've already checked it, but I just wanted to show you what I'm talking about. So sometimes the fitment is really tight right over these dowels, so you want to make sure that the oil pump goes on nice and easy and clears everything. So as you can see here, I'm going to get this wobbled on there and it just drops right into place. I'll do that again since I didn't get it on there super straight, but it should drop right into place. You shouldn't have any gaps. This is actually a metal to metal dry joint here, or fitting. But if you have any problems with this fitment, you can come in and you can clean the holes out. You can come and do a little bit of work down here. So that's one of the things that you're going to want to check before you do your installation, is you just want to make sure that the oil pump drops down on top of those dowels nice and easy without any problems there. You can hear it kind of snapped in there. But that's really what you're wanting. You're wanting a nice loose fit. And once you have that, then you're ready to get the pump installed. What we're going to do, even though I mentioned that this is a dry fit here on this face on the rear main cap, I'm going to go ahead and use just a little bit of Permatex 2. It's a soft gasket maker. It's basically a non-hardening gasket maker. And I'm just going to put a little bit on there just in case there's a little bit of imperfections in the face of the two surfaces that go together. I don't think it'll be a problem, but I'm just going to go ahead and put some on there just in case. The other thing that you don't want to forget during installation is you don't want to forget to install your oil pump shaft here, the drive shaft. So this is the shaft that drives the oil pump. It's driven by the distributor. So make sure that you remember to do this. I'm using a steel shaft here that already has a steel sleeve built into it. Sometimes you can use a nylon or a plastic sleeve. There's no problems with that. I've used that with success in the past. But this one already has the steel sleeve installed onto it. So you just want to make sure that you don't forget to get this installed, and you should be good to go after that. So we're gonna get the oil pump situated. We're gonna get it put on. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna run a little bit of gasket maker there, just a small film there, and then we're going to torque the bolt to 65 foot-pounds. And that should do it here for the oil pump install.